All welcome students. RK Economy online classes, civil service and all competitive exams. Already before one video discuss about that some syllabus already. Now discuss about that Indian banking system. Actually, Indian bank system every competitive exams very important. Now actually Indian bank system apex body of the bank RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India under control all banks and non-banking financial institutions also. Actually, all banks means all commercial banks and private banks. At the same time, non-banking means that banks are giving finance the public, but they are not banks. That is called non-banking financial institutions. At the same time, banks in the organization NABARD, NABARD, NABARD. It is given the loans to only agriculture sector. NABARD provided three types of loans. They are classified three types: the short term, middle term, and long term. That means long term loans, the up to 25 years. Short term loans, the 15 months to 5 years. At the same time, middle term loans, it is the 15 months. Then actually, Indian bank system before independence, after independence, 1991, after 1991, banks. How is the development of the Indian economic system? You know already actually all banks recently FDA introduced 100% because of when the economic reforms introduced, number of sectors introduced the FDI foreign direct investment. Not only bank system, other financial organizations and other institutions also introduced the 100% the foreign direct investment. Along with FII also. FII means foreign institutional investment. FII, FDI both are important through the introduced the Indian bank system. Actually, the type of investment coming to the through the RBI. Reserve Bank of India established year 1935. At the same time, 1949 nationalized. Actually, not only these banks, but commercial banks here. The commercial banks also provided loans, and the commercial banks, the agriculture and industries, business, the very lowest rate of interest. Another than public finance and budget. Public finance, three sectors here. It is the Indian tax system. Indian tax system. Number two, public debt. Public debt. And more, third one, public expenditure. Public expenditure. When the public expenditure increases and number of foreign direct investment also increases, because of public expenditure depend upon the economic sector. Actually, nowadays, central or state governments decrease public expenditure. When the public expenditure decreases, employment opportunities also decreases. Actually, 1991 to 2011, one phase in the public finance. After 2011, states and central government also debt increases. When the debt increases, the interest payments also rises. That effect is the public finance. The public finance only is the exposing of the government sector, because of it is the government sector depend upon the taxation system. Indian taxes impose only government, not private, not it is the bank system. Other than the actually budget. What is meant by budget first? Every student have to know it is the what is the budget. Budget means actually revenue and expenditure statement, revenue and statement. According to Indian Constitution, Article 112, annual financial statement does not mention the budget. Does not mention the budget. Indian budget classified budget actually classified three types. Indian budget are three types, but India followed only deficit budget. Only deficit budget. Three types of budget. Budget number one, balanced budget. Balanced budget. Number one. Balanced budget means expenditure and revenue both are equal. For example, government receive income 100 rupees, expenditure also 100 rupees is equal to 0. Second one, surplus budget. Surplus budget means revenue more than expenditure. For example, government revenue 100 rupees, expenditure 80 rupees, remaining 20 rupees surplus budget. Third one, deficit budget. Deficit budget. Deficit budget means expenditure more than revenue. Expenditure more than revenue. For example, government received the income is the 100 rupees, expenditure is the 150 rupees. How much difference? The 50 rupees. That is the actual deficit. India and other all countries, developing countries, undeveloped countries have followed only deficit budget. Actually, budget in Indian government actually 2017-18 up to 17-18 two budgets. Now only single budget. Actually, budget participate of the departments also. Central Financial Ministry, Economic Affairs, and CAG, Comptroller Auditor General, and other departments also these are participate the budget. That is called the public finance the budget. Next one, Indian tax system. Actually, this tax system three types. Number one, number two, number three. Number one, direct tax. Direct tax. Number two, indirect tax. Number three, non-tax revenue. Non-tax revenue. First, every student you have to getting a comment. Direct tax, what is the direct tax? What is indirect tax? What is the non-tax revenue? Direct tax means first effect and final effect on the same person, that is called direct tax. Second one, indirect tax means first effect one person, final effect another person imposed on the indirect tax. Non-tax revenue means only government collected only 5% only. Remaining 95% tax, the direct tax and indirect tax. Actually, all competitive exams, especially civil service group 1 exams, very important in tax system. Recently, central government introduced the GST. GST means goods and service tax. It is also imposed on 2017 July 1st onwards. Before all taxes, number of indirect tax in India, now only GST all tax imposed. GST also some slab system introduced. Slab system means it is the some goods is 0%, some goods is 5%, some goods 12%, Some goods and services 18%, another than 28% highest. That is the GST. Now actually India tax calling the goods and service tax. Actually Indian tax system only revenue system because of it is the government impose on the public the number of taxes, household tax, direct, indirect taxes, profession tax, entertainment tax, expenditure tax, recently actually corporate tax and income tax. These are all taxes imposed the public. Then some taxes are direct tax, some taxes are indirect taxes. Actually, 1991 up to 1991, central state government's highest revenue received the indirect tax. After 1991, received the central state government direct tax because of after 1991, central government imposed on corporate tax. That corporate tax is the MNCs and PSCs. MNCs means the multinational corporations and PSCs means public sector undertaking companies. That they are paid highest tax the central state governments because of highest revenue received the collected. Then next one, Indian financial market. That is Indian financial market. It is the about discuss about the share market. Share market. 1875 first introduced the BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange. 1992 NSC, National Stock Exchange. You must read the very learning and 100% is a every student you know. But actually, financial market very very important. Every country depend upon the financial market. Depend upon the financial market. The market, the encouragement of the exports and imports also. Exports paying the this is the imports paying money, exports the received money. But exports and imports are depend upon the sector. The financial market, actually Indian financial system, is a share market and actually FDI and FII, in fact also these markets. According to market, the exports of the goods from India to other countries. Some goods imports of the goods the from abroad to India. These are market is the financial market. Then actually, other than international trade, the India up to 1991 unfavorable economy. Unfavorable economy. After 1991, favorable economy. How to decide the unfavorable and favorable? Which type of decide the favorable and unfavorable? Exports more than imports. Exports more than imports. Favorable economy. You remember the every student. It is the what is the favorable economy? But internet trade always does not constant. Time to time change. The change is very important. Then actually financial market and internet trade the each other depend upon the each sector. Actually 1991 before India unfavorable economy. Unfavorable economy means imports more than exports. Imports more than exports. According to Indian economic system, you always wanted to exports capacity increasement. Indian economic system depend upon the business. How to business? Which type of countries will be doing the business? They important. Actually, some systems also, sometimes these are not favorable. On that time also doesn't control the financial market. Then other than it is the agriculture and allied activities. Agriculture means that is actually in agriculture system depend upon the monsoons. Monsoons. Indian agriculture three phase here. Number one phase 1951 to 1966 one phase, that is first phase. Second phase 1966 to 1991. Third phase 1991 to till the date. Look at say 1951 to 66 India food grains imports. Next to 1966 to 91 India exports. Yet the 1991 after 1991 it is not terminated of the food grains. Now importance of the commercial crops. That is the phase of the Indian economic system. In the agriculture depend upon the three phase very important. Another important Indian agriculture actually three crops. The crops are Kharif and Rabi. Number one, Kharif season. Number two, Rabi season. Number three, Zaid season. Kharif season from June to November. Rabi season from November to March. Zaid season from April to May. Actually, all competitives. It is a civil services, group 1 and other exams also very important chapter agriculture and allied activities. Allied activities means fisheries, forest, mines, quarry. These are all allied activities. Then another thing, Indian international sectors. The organizations are actually number one WTO. First GATT after rename is the WTO, World Trade Organization in 1995 onwards. GATT 1948. India both are membership. Actually first India getting the membership in the 1948 GATT. After WTO also membership released the India. But this is actually WTO World watchdog, and it is the international trade, very security and difficulties there. Actually, other than the poverty and unemployment. Poverty and unemployment, every competitive exam is important, especially civil service and group 1 prelims and mains also, some essay questions also coming the maybe came. Actually, that is the poverty. What is meant by poverty? What is meant by poverty? Number one. Number two, unemployment. Both are economic problems. Still now continues actually. According to this sector, poverty and unemployment both are estimated NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization. Actually, NSSO set up in 1950 onwards continues the estimate the poverty and unemployment. Actually, poverty and unemployment every rural and urban areas highest value of estimated every year because of poverty and unemployment. Then international organizations. Virtually, you know already WHO, UNO, ILO, International Labour Organization, United Nations Organization, World Health Organization, and some world banks, IMF, IBRD. These are all internal organizations also. Actually, the syllabus is all economic activities the economy already explained that. This video you listen actually. If you interested, like and please subscribe my video. Thank you.